Hi, today I'm going to introduce the project of our group. How will top management executive turnover influence the stock price? Here are our group members. This online presentation contains 5 parts. Let's start with the first part, what to do. As we know, there are many factors that may have some effects on the stock price. For example, the currency policy, the campaign for presidency, regional war, and even psychological state of investors will have considerable influences on market performance. We would like to consider how executive turnover affects the stock market. In 2017, the number of supervisors in the Asia-listed companies changed to over 10,000. According to statistics, the turnover of executives is very frequent. In general case, all the factors related to the price of the stock would influence a certain degree. The executive turnover is one of the most important factors for a listed company. It is common to have a stereotype that the top executive will leave the company if he doesn't do well in his position, and such information is bad because the company doesn't hold an eligible manager. The stock price would decrease after the announcement. However, one of the most famous automaker Volvo faced a serious problem with many top executive turnover separated from the company last year. Two typical examples are Shu Yongning and Feng Sheng, who announced to leave in April 24th and December 26th. The stock price raised for 9.2 SEK, while reduced for 7.31 SEK on the trading date after the two announcements. It is interesting to see such a phenomenon because the change of the stock price shows the different signals the market took with the two separations. Hence, what we want to do is to just know about the relationship between top executive turnover and the stock price change. In addition, we are interested in searching for the factors that influence the effects of change in executive turnovers. What's the motivation? As shown above, the same behaviors of top executive turnovers would have opposite influence on the stock price. We are concerned about how the turnover of top executives in China, a common phenomenon, would influence the stock price of the company. In addition, we know that different top executives have many different backgrounds in education, politics, and so on and so forth. These factors would affect the choice of separation for top executives. In all, we want to distinguish and to find relationship between such events and influence to the stock price to help us know better about the influence of top executive turnovers. What's the deficiency? At present, the research of this problem is focused on two aspects. The first is the study of the quality of executives, and the second is the study of sensitivity of different industries to the change of control rights. But through recollection of relevant literature, we found that the studies doesn't go much further. At the same time, there are still some deficiencies in some researches. Firstly, the effects of different time windows on research conclusions are not considered. Then the sample selection is too dependent on the relevant domestic research results. To what extent the listed company have disclosed to the extent that the high officials change the volatility of the stock prices, it needs to be further studied in the future. The information source is insufficient and the research method is single. Only the mean value analysis was selected and no attempt was made to analyze the average cumulative abnormal return and analysis of variance with event study method. So what can we make a difference with this project? Based on the previous research, we plan to do some improvements in the following three aspects. The first one, the most widely used indicator in studying effect of the event is cumulative abnormal return, which may be just a measurement of effect. We want to study some index learned in the class, such as amplitude, liquidity, and volatility. Secondly, the estimation windows chosen by previous researchers are quite different. The turnover of CEOs may have short effects due to the information it contains or long-lasting effect. We are going to test the sensitivity of our research results with short estimation windows and the long one. In addition, the event itself has different information. The turnover of CEOs can be a positive signal or a negative signal for investors, depending on the reasons for this mission, so on and so forth. We try to classify these various types of information and do the research in a more detailed way. What is the expected outcome? We expect that top executive turnover will enable investors to obtain higher abnormal returns. But different factors that cause the turnover and the attributes of new executive may have different effects on abnormal return. Generally, the factors causing the top executives can be divided into two categories: the internal factor and the external factors. Internal factors about the corporate management. The external factor includes accidents of previous executives, so on and so forth, that will change the results. Our research aims to find which factor or characteristic affects the abnormal return and to determine the direction and the degree of influence. And according to our conclusion, we hope we can provide suggestions to help the management of corporate and the investment decisions of the investors. Thank you for watching.